it's me, Be Unique. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. If you're returning, you know you guys are awesome. So today we are going to make some empanadas. And if you don't know what empanadas are, they're basically like a pastry style with meat filling, kind of all in one dish that you can make. I do serve it with side dishes as well, but if you're interested in how I make these from filling to the end result, then please keep on watching. All right, so let's start out with the ingredients and things that you're going to need for how I make the empanadas. So my base is going to be beef. So I already have my ground beef and stuff set off to the side. You're going to need these discs in order to be able to fry them up and stuff. I got these at Walmart. You can get them pretty much anywhere in your international section or freezer section, because these are frozen. I use 3 packets of the Goya Sazon and 1 Goya Jamon. That is very salty, so I only use one of those. I also use the Badia Complete seasoning. I typically use this for everything. Chicken cutlets, mac and cheese, Spanish or not, like I use that. My husband loves this. Depending on the fluids that are gonna be in the pot, I will add another can of tomato sauce, but for right now I have 1 and 1 paste. I will be using the fluids from the green olives and the capers. You're gonna need your olive oil, onion, garlic, and then of course the OG sofrito. And I don't even know how, I wanna say recao or recai, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce this one. This one escapes me. But every base for Spanish cooking, for me anyway, I use these 2 jars. So there's that. Obviously you're gonna need your pot. Your choice of meat, you can use turkey, chicken, you don't even have, you could do however, there's so many variations of empanadas. And then I like to add vegetables inside, sometimes beans, depending on what I'm gonna have for side dishes, but I am making arroz en gandules, so I'm not gonna add any beans, but I will be adding these vegetables. And for right now, I have 4 cups of veggies, but I might add more. It depends on, you know, what this pot is gonna be looking like. So the first step that we're gonna do, we're gonna heat up the pot. While that's going, we're gonna dice up our onion and add some olive oil. So yeah, let's jump right in. All right, so now that we have our pot heated up, we're going to add the onions that are over there, along with some olive oil. So I never measure out anything, but we're just gonna pop open that. And we're going to add about that much of olive oil. Just gonna move it around in the pot. Then we're going to take our onions, which is about 2 cups chopped or 1 large, and we're just gonna throw it in the pot. Then we're gonna take our minced garlic and put that in the pot as well. I like a lot of garlic, so don't come at me. Then we're gonna add this here, about 2 tablespoons. Then we're gonna add the Goya sofrito, and we're gonna do about 4 tablespoons. Oh, wow, that hurt. Oh, jeez. 1, 2, 3. So we're just gonna stir that and let that cook till the onions are clear. Now we add in our ground beef and we chop that up in the pot and stir. Now, when you're done chopping up and mixing up your beef, it should look like that. And we're going to add in 1 packet of sazon for now. Then we mix again. that is what it should look like. And then we're gonna let this brown up a little bit before we add anything else. Now it's about almost 50% brown. So before it browns up completely, we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. So the first thing we'll add to this is the Badia Complete Seasoning. Again, I never measure anything, you guys, so bear with me. Then we're gonna add the 2 packets that we have left of the sazon. Then we will add the green olives along with the fluid, as well as the capers with the fluid. Now we're going to add our vegetables. And we're gonna give everything a stir. That way we can gauge to see what else needs to be added, whether it's more vegetables or more tomato sauce, but we haven't put that in yet, so we should be good. Now that everything is stirred up, we're gonna let that sit for another minute or so before we add in the tomato sauce and tomato paste. So now this has been sitting and I think it's ready for some fluids. By the way, the whole time after I heated up my pot, I had it on a 6 for the stove. I totally forgot to mention what temperature, but now we're going to add the tomato sauce and the tomato paste. And now we stir. Now that that's all stirred up, we're gonna turn the temperature down to about a 3. It's gonna sit right there on my stove. And we're gonna cover that up. And we're gonna let that sit for about 45 minutes or so. And then when we're ready to use that, I will use that for the filling. I'm not gonna use that right away. I'm gonna put it in a Tupperware. So the next time you see me, which will be like in a couple seconds for you, I will be spooning it out of a Tupperware and getting ready for the fryer. All right, so off to the side here, I have the empanada sticks already out and defrosted. They're pretty much almost done and thawed out. So I'm going to take one and start making the empanada. So here is my meat that has been in my Tupperware. It's been sitting in my fridge for a few days, but that doesn't matter how long it sits. So I just have a spoon and a fork to help the process and a rolling pin. So here's the empanada discs. I do have one out with the plastic still on that comes in between, and I like to roll out on top of the plastic so that way it doesn't stick to the rolling pan or the rolling pin. When I'm done, I'm just peeling that off. And then I grab a spoonful of my filling, put it down in the center until I'm satisfied with the quantity. And then I grab my fork and kind of use that to tuck in the meat a little bit. And I fold it in half. And then once I have the edges lined up, I press down with my fingers all the way around just to help get a good seal. And then I take the fork and I press down on top, and then it'll leave a little impression, and that helps to make sure that everything is sealed shut. And I do that on both sides of the empanada. So here are some already done, and these are ready to go into the deep fryer. So let's fry these bad boys up. So let's take them into our deep fryer. One goes in each basket. I do have my deep fryer right now at 350, and I do use vegetable oil, or you could use canola oil, whatever oil works that you want to use. And then I let them sit till they are about golden brown. So now I am checking the empanadas, and I'm going to let them drain from the basket first, letting this sit up. Using a pair of tongs, I do find that helps. You just have to be careful when grabbing them, because if it's really thin, the dough, they can tend to break. So these are to my liking, so I'm just putting them off to the side, and then they'll be ready for the next batch. Okay, you guys, so that is how I make empanadas. I hope you guys try out this recipe. And if you do, please, please, please let me know. I would love to know if you guys tried it, if you had them before, your opinions on how I make them, because I know there's different variations. And if you do make these already, let me know what recipes you use and what is your favorite. And so yeah, that wraps up this video. Please give me a like, comment down below, and please don't forget to sting my subscribe button. Come join my little beehive here with me. Help me pollinate my videos on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and wherever else you guys can think of pollinating my videos. And I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.